never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got this grease on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me sleep rest in the morning.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go play action. Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
First carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 92 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Miller. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Bridgewater now. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll hand it down to Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And Jay Gruden says, let's go for this thing. They're going to try it here on 4th. Bridgewater with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Geis. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Delta. Delta.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Fire down.
From the gun, Bridgewater dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Teddy Bridgewater on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Here we go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Four down, check. Ready. I got him, back mine, I got him. Here we go, five down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Geis with the carry on second down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll run it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, come on. Red, up. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Red, up. Blue.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Five down.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Got some room at the 30, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Five down.
Final play of the half. Bridgewater gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson, as time expires in the first half. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, Trubisky forced out to his left. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Red, up. Red, up. 18. Lock in.
On second down, Trubisky. Now he's flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Find out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
18. Red, up. Lock in.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Throwing deep for Galladay. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
58, boys, 58. Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it? Gotta go, gotta go. Check, lucky.
Trubisky will throw. A strong, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jonathan Allen able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Bridgewater with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Check nickel.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Red, up!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
18.
Now Trubisky on first down. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure. Now Trubisky lost the football. Into the Redskins. How did they do?
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Trubisky throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's get it. We're go, let's go. Hey, Red, up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now down to 20. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Red, up. Move. Red, up. Red, up.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. The 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain. Here's Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off for Geis. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. Bridgewater here to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride? Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Reds up! Reds up!
On first down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there. Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language. Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start. Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the pressure gets